If you've been to a Home Depot, a Costco, or seen any commercials, you are no stranger. You've heard about this Ortho Home Defense MAX. Today we're going to jump into the good, the bad, when it works well, and when you should avoid using it. So let's start off with an overview of the Ortho Home Defense MAX. You can see it comes in this nice 4-liter jug, so you get quite a bit of product in comparison to what you would get in a regular aerosol can. Usually those are anywhere from 250 to 500 milliliters, so you're getting quite a bit of quantity in here. It's easy to store, it's resealable, it has a wide variety of pests that it covers, and it even comes with this nice wand for application. It's on an extension, you can put batteries in there, so it gives you a very easy distribution and it's very easy to spray. So let's take a look at what this claims and what is it registered to be used on. It can be used inside for ants, cockroaches, crickets, fire brats, silverfish, sow bugs, spiders, red flower beetles, and rice weevils. It can kill carpet beetles, fleas, adult and larvae, ticks, adults and nymphs. Also clove moths. Outdoor on the exterior, it can be used for ants. So you can see it is registered for quite a few different pests, so you'll have a broad range of different insects that you can deal with when using this. So whenever you're using any sort of insecticide, you want to know what is the active ingredient that they're using. And this one here is a permethrin at 0.25%. Permethrin is very effective for all of the insects that are listed. The percentage is a little bit low, but that's because it's domestic. So it's very safe to use, and the reason it's that low is just so that anybody can use it without harm. So it's good for killing, but you're not going to get a lasting residual like you may with a commercial grade product. So let's talk about the pros of using the Ortho Home Defense MAX. First off is its ease of use. You pick it up, it's already set up with a sprayer. The sprayer has an electronic device in there, so you're going to have a very consistent distribution, which you want. It's resealable, and of course you can just go buy it from the store for a reasonable price. So those are all great things about this product. This also has a wide variety of pests that are on the label. So if you're having multiple issues, it will cover a broad spectrum. When using any product, you need to follow exactly what the label says and use it for exactly what is on the label. The active ingredient is an active ingredient that works very well for the pests listed. So you know that what's inside of it is actually going to kill them off and do the job. The last thing is that this is excellent for spot treatments. If you have little issues that pop up here and there and you spray this, not only will it kill on contact what it hits, a lot of these insects are quite smart, like ants. And because they're so communal, they'll alert different colonies and actually move out. So you may not have to fully eliminate an issue, but if you get to something early and you use this, it sometimes can be enough of a deterrent to prevent them from setting up shop for long. So now let's jump into the shortfalls and cons of the Ortho Home Defense MAX. The biggest thing is the residual. The active ingredient is the 0.25% permethrin, which is great. However, you're not going to have a long-lasting effect like you would if you were using a commercial grade chemical. So if you're looking to treat something like cockroaches that are very resilient and they have a lot of resistance to different chemicals, you can spray them and it will die, but you will not get a long-lasting effect, so it will be really hard to control something like that. The other challenge with it is if you're spraying it for ants and there's an issue where they continue to come, it will wane very quick. It breaks down quick and it's at a concentration that once it's dry, it can, but it's unlikely that it's going to keep providing protection that you would get from something that's a little bit stronger and more targeted. The second con is the overall coverage area. The 4 liters is great in comparison to an aerosol can. But if you do have a property or area where you're looking to get control of the whole house, either all inside or all outside, it's not going to be that much. And because you don't have a long residual, you're going to be buying a lot of this to keep it up. So if you're looking for a big control of your entire area, you may want to consider getting something that is more commercial grade, has a longer residual, can be applied, and you'll have that long lasting effect, because buying a bunch of these adds up pretty quick. And I just want to take a quick moment to talk about why a residual can be extremely important when you're looking at a pest control program. So a product like this, if something pops up and it's a one-off, it will, again, kill and eliminate that issue that's there. But if you have an environment that's drawing pests in, for example, if you've had a leak inside your home and there's a rotting piece of wood, carpenter ants love that, and they're gonna continuously be drawn in for that. So if you have a product like this that is not going to give you a long-term residual, you may take care of this one instance, but not long later, you will be attracting other carpenter ants in. If you use a commercial grade product or something that has a longer residual, not only do you get rid of the issue that's there, if another colony tries to move in, you're going to kill them off right before they start. So that is how you kind of have a really good long-term prevention, and that's always a consideration when you want to look at the residual effect of any product that you're using. So let's talk about what we went over today. We talked about Ortho Home Defense MAX, the product itself, how it's packaged, the wand that it comes with, and of course the pros: ease of use, the vast number of target pests that are on the label you can use it for, the active ingredient, and it is great for doing spot treatments. The cons of it, again, the residual effect is very low on this, and the coverage area isn't going to be a ton because the residual is so low, so you can get caught buying multiple bottles of these, and sometimes that can make a lot more sense to just go with something commercial that's going to last a little bit longer. We would love to hear everyone's experience if they ever use this. Drop it in the comments, and if anybody has any specific questions, do not hesitate to reach out.